You know, Dad, I don't know if I want to play basketball anymore.
What do you mean, Troy?
It's David. In 3, 2, 1. I want to be Jason's stepdad.
Okay, let's go.
Because I think you're one of the best YouTubers in the game, tonight, we're gonna handicap you. This event is gonna stay the entire time.
Hi, my name's Estrella, and you're watching a new version of my journal. I know you might be confused with the title, and you know what, that makes sense. I mean, what could you possibly learn from a guy who has been cancelled one too many times? Well, let me rewind a bit and share my story. I think it might just make sense by the end of the video. Many of you might not know this, but I actually started this YouTube channel when I was in grade 8. Kids in my grade found out, sort of made fun of me, I got too embarrassed, and deleted all my videos. When high school rolled around, I just wanted to fit in. So instead of making videos, I watched a lot of YouTube. I remember every day after school, I would go to my room and watch videos for hours and hours on end. It gave me something to talk about with people, but it still didn't make me fit in. From here, you can probably guess how the story went. I felt like an outcast, and as hard as I tried, I didn't feel that connected to anyone. I mean, now it makes sense, but at the time, I had no idea that I was autistic and non-binary. So everywhere I turned, I would see people walking around in big groups while I was usually just alone. That was around the time I discovered David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad. Watching his vlogs after school quickly became part of my routine. I mean, they just all seemed so happy. It was what I always wanted, a friend group I could laugh with and be comfortable enough to be myself around, and it looked like they literally had what I wanted. Video after video, I felt closer and closer to the friend group. I knew their inside jokes and each person's characteristics. There's Liza and her puns, there's Jason and his dad jokes, then there's Heath and Zane, the two guy best friends, and Carly and Aaron, the two girl best friends. There's Natalie, David's high school friend and assistant, who's probably the most innocent out of the group. There's Jeff, the ex-criminal.
It's good to be home.
There's Alex and his fake anger problems. There's Corinna and Todd, the attractive friends in the group. And of course, there was David, the mastermind behind the Vlog Squad, and the dude with the contagious laugh. He was a Santa Claus of the friend group, giving out expensive gifts to his friends all the time.
I don't know if I can even accept that.
You like your brand new car?
You want me a fucking car? Yeah!
Are you serious?
Anytime David pranked his friends, it just looked like it was all in good fun. It felt like I was part of them, like I was just a screen away from meeting and talking with them. No vlog was ever the same, so my days felt less boring as I lived vicariously through videos. They were like the modern day friends. Emphasis on were. Of course, this was before content creator houses became the new norm. Since I saw them as my friends, I trusted them.
They're like a superhero, and I'm like the person who's getting saved.
What am I saving you from?
Being lonely.
I mean, I didn't think that they were perfect or anything, but I trusted that they were actually close friends and people I could look up to.
3, 2, 1.
Eventually, around the 2-year mark though, I didn't resonate with their humor anymore, and we drifted apart. And then it felt like one day I woke up and suddenly... Suddenly, my old friends got into some shit that I never thought they would get into. It was like my childhood was a lie. Okay, that's kind of dramatic, but I think you get the point. Everything was laid out for me, so I had to believe it. It was real, and what I thought about them wasn't. And the thing is, I wasn't the only one. The seemingly candid moments and effortless edited homemade videos fooled millions of people. So of course, I did what anyone would do in a situation. I looked back on the vlogs and sure enough, I couldn't look at David the same. How did I not notice David pressuring his friends to do crazy stunts? How did I not realize him giving his friends gifts were just brand deals and not him being generous?
SeatGeek is an amazing app that helps you buy tickets and literally...
How did I not recognize when him and his friends were taking advantage of girls and just allowing essay to happen? Yeah, I felt pretty stupid, especially after seeing comments like, "I never had a good vibe about David, so glad I never watched any of his vlogs." Or, "I remember when David did this thing and most of YouTube loved what he was doing, but for me, that was really when the bad vibe started. For a second, I forgot why I watched him in the first place." Hi, so if you're wondering why I'm wearing a mask, that's because I have COVID. I got it for the first time ever. I'm gonna take it off because that was for dramatic effect. It came as a shock to me because I didn't really have that many symptoms and I still don't. So the worst part actually has been being scared that it will affect people around me. My roommates, the people that I'm friends with, that I've been hanging out with, because I tested negative at first and I believed it. And I'm saying all this because I think I can speak on behalf of many David Dobrik former viewers and some of you who are watching that we cannot even comprehend what he has done now that his true colors have come out. It's just crazy, like we didn't see it coming, as dumb as that may sound. Then I came across this hour-long video that helped me conceptualize my experience and answer that question, why couldn't I tell when things went wrong? She goes on to explain that the vlog squad was very much like a cult and David was the leader.
Members with the highest follower count are on top, while those with lower follower counts fall at the bottom. Reasonably so. This member can ask a lower ranked member to do something for their video because the lower ranked member will benefit through exposure, while the higher ranked member will benefit through low cost labor. This is why you rarely see Dobrik partaking in any humiliating scenes, even on his friends' vlogs.
David never puts anything bad of himself in the vlogs.
Wait, you know what that too?
It's really you. He always gets something bad.
Every time one of us does something that's a little bit weird, he always puts it in and he cuts out everything he does. It's so true. If we edited this vlog, it would look a lot different.
In the same way he coerces his friends to do crazy things,
Okay, go.
he manipulates his viewers to believe that everything is fun and games. I mean, as a viewer who felt like his friend, I unknowingly became part of his little cult. Well, fortunately, from afar. I got so sucked into the world David created, where nothing could go wrong, and if it did, he could never be held accountable.
You guys will do whatever I want?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as he laughed hysterically and made other members laugh with him, all was well. By consuming his content, it's not that I enabled him to hurt people or gave him a platform. He was simply too good at disguising himself as a goofy, free-spirited guy who could do no wrong, and successfully warped the perception of millions of viewers who trusted him. Hi, so this video is brought to you by... Just kidding, there's no sponsor yet. But please subscribe because I spent hours looking for David Dobrik videos and it was painful. And now back to the video. Eventually, I felt less stupid and stopped dwelling on how I perceived things the way I did. I guess that's what growing up is about. We have to let go. Let go of who we were and let go of who we thought they were. Just like how we trust other people, we have to keep trusting ourselves, even if at one point we've had a hard time seeing things for what they were. Our younger selves deserve empathy too. And sometimes, it's not that we're bad at seeing reality or are scared of confronting it. We were just made to think a certain way, and we believed it. And as we grow older, we get better at seeing through people's bullshit. We also realize that some people are just absolutely terrible, and others we are better off without. As disappointing as it was to realize that David should have never been my role model, he's not charitable, selfless, funny, or genuine, there's a lesson to be learned here. The Vlog Squad serves as a cautionary tale that we have to be careful with who we surround ourselves with, because next time, we might just be on the other side of the screen.
Can we speak the language?